It seemed like Nebraska has been so close all season to breaking through. Led Michigan by 3 within 10 seconds left in that game on Saturday night, but ended up falling in overtime. It got close with Iowa. Now an 8-0 run for Nebraska has opened things up as Iowa tries to rebound and win this game. Put back right there from Amanda Olinger. Cuts this lead back to 9.
Good shot there.
Iowa turning the ball over at twice the clip Nebraska is. A near turnover for Hannah Whitish there as she corrals it and responds. Now Eilily will try and set things up. Simon driving in, little post move, and we'll have to kick out. There's a steal from Amanda Olinger. Big time steal off the tip on an attempted pass to Taylor Kissinger, and there's a quick 4-point response from Iowa. Huskers are careless on passes right now. That's their 7th turnover. And Amy Williams trying to will her team on.
Olinger with 4 straight points there. Trying to keep this defense going for Iowa.
Olinger coming off the bench after starting 4 straight games. And then Carly Moans replaced her in the starting lineup. Simon in the lane, little scoop layup.
Kissinger
off the mark, rebound corralled by Coley.
Kissinger was open there on the right side, just missed her.
Olinger left side, motioning for Gustafson to get out of the lane. Coley can hit that long-range shot. Civilian as Whitish overran it. Coley, no good. Rebound to Olinger. Almost got her 6th straight point. Now Coley up and just missed on what would have been a great and one for Chase Coley. Iowa will head to the line for 2 free throws. Nebraska's 3rd team foul of the 4th quarter. Foul assessed to Maddie Simon. That is her 3rd personal foul. Coley knocks in the first. Nothing but net. Kate Kane back into the game, as well as Jasmine Sincor. Kane with 4 fouls. So with 3:12 to go, Amy Williams recognized her presence was needed despite the foul trouble. Coley up and in on the 2nd free throw. And the 76% foul shooter makes both.
And Coley stepped up. They needed those 2 shots.
6-0 run for Iowa over the last minute and a half, nearing 3 minutes left in this ball game. Nebraska looking for an upset of the 20th ranked team in the country to hand Iowa its 2nd straight defeat. Sincor looking to drive in, saw a back cut. Eilily with 5 seconds left. Kissinger, 4 on the shot clock, up, missed it. Gustafson got the rebound, and Iowa will try and close this gap once again.
Good defense down low from Gustafson.
Entry pass tipped away, corralled by Kissinger, and tied up. As Kissinger fell to the turf, Nebraska fans wanted a foul. Huskers will keep possession.
She fell hard there.
Big time steal by Taylor Kissinger in the tie-up. Nebraska taking over possession once again. 2:33 to play in a tight one. Sincor gets it to Kissinger, who will be in charge of breaking the press. Now Iowa backs off of it. Hannah Whitish will set things up near the end at midcourt. Eilily looking for the entry pass. Kane for the layup and the foul. Kate Kane all the way to the rack, and a great entry pass on the back cut. Nysia Eilily made it happen. What a great find.
Yeah, that's just Kane's 6th point of the game. But good to get her the ball down low. Nebraska trying to make this presence felt again.
Kane with 4 fouls coming up clutch in the late goings of this one, responding to a 6-0 Iowa run. That one off the mark, so Kane unable to finish the 3-point play. Still a 7-point margin. Entry pass, Gustafson got it up and in, and the foul. Megan Gustafson with her 28th and 29th points cuts this back to a 5-point lead, nearing 2 minutes to play. And the great entry pass and the strong up and under from Gustafson.
Gustafson, big-time players make big-time plays. She bobbled the ball a little bit, grabbed it quickly and put it up.
Kate Kane's 5th foul, so she is out of the game. as Nebraska fans give her a standing ovation for her efforts tonight, but that's a big one, as Kane has been a strong presence on the inside. You saw that near three-point play on the other end, the strong layup. And now it'll be up to Darian Washington to finish things up at center. Washington was injured against Michigan, did not play, and now she will be called upon to finish this game.
Such a tight game. Washington needs to play strong. This is her time to shine.
Gustafson looking to finish off a three-point play. In and out on the free throw, tipped out of bounds by Olinger. Hawkeyes thought it was theirs, but tipped out of bounds by Olinger. Washington didn't touch it, and now Nebraska will have to break a press. Into Eilily, Whitish isolates the press, and it'll be one-on-one against Doyle. Whitish draws the foul on Doyle. That's a big one, as Hannah Whitish will head to the free throw line, a 79% foul shooter. And not the foul Kathleen Doyle wanted to commit with 1:57 left in a 5-point game.
Great job by Whitish to draw that foul. That's big here.
Hannah Whitish, the sophomore from Barneveld, Wisconsin, at the free throw line. True on the first. She's been Big Ten Player of the Week this year. She was Wisconsin Miss Basketball in high school. And now she has a chance to help close this out for Nebraska. In and out on the second free throw. And Kathleen Doyle lost control of it on the press break as Iowa tried to get it out in transition, threw it up court. And that ball will go back to the Huskers. Big time turnover for Iowa. Their 14th turnover of the ball game.
Another huge swing here for the Huskers, trying to keep this game going, up by 6. Maybe they can get another good look at a good shot, or get fouled again, go to the free throw line.
Offense, defense, substitutions for Nebraska. They bring in Kissinger in for Morton. Entry pass to Eilily. 1:50 to close this out. Whitish will take her time. Could have gone to the rack. She's doubled. Tight double. Gets it out to Eilily, and Eilily is not fouled, but it was knocked out of her hand. So with 18 seconds left on the shot clock, Nebraska will run an out of bounds play from the sideline once again. Kissinger will throw it in this time. Ball into Whitish. And Whitish is tied up. What a play. Kathleen Doyle getting her hands in there and tying up Hannah Whitish on a big defensive play. That doesn't show up on the stats sheet for Kathleen Doyle, but that is part of what has made her so valuable all game long.
Just a smart play by Doyle. They needed the ball back, and they did it in the best way they could.
Nebraska fans on their feet, smelling the first ranked win possibility. But Kathleen Doyle has something to say about that all the way to the rim. Lisa Bluter calls a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. What a play by Kathleen Doyle.
She is playing strong and hard. She wants to win this game bad. It's a rivalry game, and you can't wonder why.
Amy Williams with a conversation with the referee. Frustrating finish to this game for Nebraska fans, as it's down to a 4-point lead, and it really does not feel like this one is safe.
No, it does not. These Husker fans are trying to find something good to cheer about.
Nebraska fans have been let down at home a few times this year. None more heart-wrenching than that loss against number 23 Michigan on Saturday night. Held a 3-point lead within 10 seconds left, but a block turned into a foul with inside of a second left. Deja Church knocked down all 3 free throws to send it into overtime, and the Huskers lost all their momentum in that game. Can the Hawkeyes climb out of the same deficit that Michigan did? It's a big hill to climb at this point, but if Nebraska can break the press, that will go a long way in winning this game.
And Iowa trying to avoid 3 losses in 6 games.
Eilily tripped, but somehow corralled it. Now hands it off to Whitish. Nebraska breaking the press. Sincor all the way up and into the layup, and she was fouled. Jasmine Sincor breaks the press, heads to the rim, and gets the and one. Huge play by Jasmine Sincor.
That is big, and that's the thing that the crowd needed to get back in this game. They're all on their feet watching this amazing finish.
That is beautiful basketball. as Jasmine Sincor went all the way in. That is the 5th foul on Megan Gustafson. So quietly picks up 5, and Iowa's best player is out of the game. Huge loss for Iowa.
That's huge. One of the best players in the entire NCAA getting out of the game right here for Iowa. Played a great game, though.
So she will head to the bench after a sterling performance. 29 points, 18 rebounds to follow up a 37-point performance against Purdue. But Nebraska taking center stage on a night when Jasmine Sincor can seal it, possibly with a free throw here. Knocks the free throw in for the and one. Nebraska breaks the press and gets a 3-point play out of it. It's a 7-point lead with under a minute 20 to go. Civilian, left wing, looking for an entry pass, trying to make it work. Hannah Stewart nearly stolen away by Whitish. Civilian trying to do it all herself. Now Chase Coley with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Hands it off to Doyle. Entry pass. Stewart got it. 5-point game. A minute left on the dot. 30-second timeout. Kathleen Doyle and Hannah Stewart have been impressive tonight, and Kathleen Doyle, once again, a playmaker in this game.
Great play. No-look pass to the open Stewart for the shot. Like I said before, she wants to win this game, and she is playing hard.
Iowa has hit 5 of its last 7 from the floor, but Nebraska trying to keep them at arm's length, doing so well to break that press, and it's all thanks to Hannah Whitish right now.
Yeah, she's been great for the Huskers. 18 points, 4 boards, and 5 assists. She's definitely the leader of the offense.
Jasmine Sincor in transition that last time was so fast all the way to the rim with the 3-point play. That is really keeping the margin where it's at right now. So 1 minute left in a 5-point game. Nebraska fans can smell an upset of a top 25 team. They could smell it Saturday night, and they ended up losing it to Michigan in overtime. Can the Huskers hold off the Hawkeyes here? 1 minute to find out. Sincor will throw the ball into Eilili. Eilili looking to be trapped in the corner. Now isolating is Whitish. Big time isolation from Whitish on the press break. Simon gets it across the timeline, and Whitish will set things up. Whitish is fouled by Doyle as Doyle reached in. That's a big time foul from Doyle. It's her 4th personal. Huskers still in the bonus after 5 fouls were reached by the Hawkeyes with over 5 minutes to go in the game. So Hannah Whitish, a 79% free throw shooter, heading to the line for 2. Whitish off front rim, off side rim, did not get the friendly home roll here in PBA.
Just missed right off the right iron.
You just need one here. Whitish misses on the second.
Same spot, too.
So Lisa Bluter will call a quick timeout, keep her team from going in transition off the miss, and a 5-point game. We will keep it right here, but a lot to talk about here from Lisa Bluter.
What do you think Iowa's going to be searching for here? A 3, a quick shot, quick 2, get back in this ball game. It's a 5-point game.
Honestly, no one you'd rather have in the huddle than Lisa Bluter. What a great coach she has been for Iowa, the winningest coach in program history, 16 postseason appearances in 17 seasons, including 12 NCAA berths. Iowa is ranked this season, but they're trying to fend off a really pesky Nebraska team that is so much improved. So what do you draw up here?
Yeah, Bluter's probably drawing up something quick. Maybe a quick shot, quick 2, foul Nebraska again. They just missed 2 free throws because the 3s aren't Iowa's strong suit, and it's showed today.
The importance is that Iowa does not have their post presence. Megan Gustafson fouled out after 29 points and 18 rebounds. They will have to run the offense through somebody else. We saw last time down the floor, they ran it through Hannah Stewart and Kathleen Doyle. Who do they run it through this time? Maybe it's Chase Coley. She has been big throughout this game. Hannah Stewart as well with 6 points. And Amanda Olinger coming off the bench for 12, the second leading scorer for Iowa in this game. She has been a real offensive threat.
Yeah, Olinger has had different sparks throughout the game, offensive and defensive, usually quick bursts, points, and then great defensive stops on the other end as well.
For Nebraska, the story has been Hannah Whitish and Maddie Simon. 18 and 19 points respectively on an efficient night from both both shooting over 50% from the field. And a very impressive night from them as they have paced the Huskers to this lead. And with 48.7 left, it's now all about, can this team close? Amy Williams, in her second season as Nebraska head coach, coming back to her alma mater. Can she close and lead this team to an NCAA tournament defining win?
And once again, yeah, this would be a huge win. This would put Nebraska ahead of Iowa in the Big Ten standings. It would put them at 13-6. It would move Iowa down to 15-4.
Iowa and Nebraska both sitting at 3-2 in the Big Ten Conference. This is a huge one for the conference standings as we surge into late January. It's a cold one here in Lincoln, but it's hot inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. Things certainly heating up in the final minute of this matchup tonight. Once again, Matt Reynoldson, Kaylin Debin, pleased to be with you on the call of what should be an exciting finish here. Amanda Olinger driving in for Iowa. 3-ball Doyle on the way, just short, as that one went out of bounds off Hannah Stewart. Jasmine Sincor got a hand on it, but Doyle's 3 missed everything. The second leading three-point shooter for the Hawkeyes could not make the big three-point shot. Now Nebraska has a chance for the timeout and to break the press.
Yeah, that was the shot that Iowa wanted. Doyle was wide open on the right side, just couldn't get it to fall. Huge shot would have made this a 2-point game, would have changed momentum for sure.
And great positioning for Stewart on the rebound, but Doyle just missing everything on this one. Stewart had great positioning on that rebound, but could not corral it to put it back up and in. That would have made it a 3-point game had she sank the layup. With 38.9 seconds left, Iowa is on the ropes. You see Lisa Bluter in her team's huddle, willing her team on, trying to get a big defensive stop here. And who's been the defensive catalyst for Iowa tonight? It's been Kathleen Doyle, but she will be on the bench for this defensive series.
It's going to be tough for Iowa to come back, but they could do it. They're a good team.
Doyle has 4 fouls in the game. You don't want to risk a 5th for your best playmaker. Sincor, ball into Eliley. Big time, and a foul by Amanda Olinger. Nysia Eliley will head to the line where she is 4 for 6 from the charity stripe tonight.
These are big shots for the Huskers.
Big shots as Nebraska tries to pull off a top 25 win. Iowa trying to avoid its second straight loss. Eliley off the right rim on the first free throw. Tough break for Eliley on that free throw, who is 4 for 7 now at the line tonight. The 56% foul shooter. Misses on the second one, and it's still a 5-point game. 35 seconds to go. Doyle brings it across the timeline. Doyle trying to work her way into the inside. Reverse layup. Doyle missed it. Rebound secured. Kissinger, and she got fouled. So Taylor Kissinger will head to the line. And they'll go to the other end. Big time rebound by Taylor Kissinger as the reverse layup from Kathleen Doyle went off the beneath side of the rim. Carly Moans checks back into the game. Olinger out. Rebounding purposes for Moans as she'll wait for Kissinger's first. In and out on the first free throw.
These are the shots the Huskers need to sink in this time of the game.
Crunch time and 3 straight missed free throws for the Big Red. In on the second one, true the entire way. Lisa Bluter will call a timeout. 27.2 left in a very drawn-out final minute of this game. Nebraska 71, Iowa 65. And Kaylin, the big story of this game has been Megan Gustafson and her fouling out at the late stage of this game. How big would she be for the Hawkeyes right now?
Yeah, it'd be big right down low. They're trying to find other ways to score. It's not working out too well. Doyle had a chance here on the monitor, could not get the reverse layup. And as well, Olinger is out for the game as well. She hit her 5th foul, and that's 2 big post players for Iowa. They're big. That's their strength. Their strength is getting it down to the post, trying to get up quick points, and they just haven't done that recently.
Gustafson and Olinger, the 2 leading scorers for Iowa, now out of this game. Nebraska has been in the bonus since 5+ minutes left in the quarter. Obviously in women's college basketball, with 5 fouls, it heads to the bonus, heads to double bonus because of the quarter system. So fouls accumulate by quarter, much like the National Basketball Association. So 2 Hawkeyes have fouled out of this game, just 1 Husker, and that's Kate Kane. Not a whole lot of post presence in there right now for either team. But Nebraska, with this small lineup, is looking to close it out. 71-65, 27.2 seconds to go in this ballgame. Carly Moans will throw it in for Iowa. No timeouts left for the Hawkeyes. Doyle, guarded by Simon. Kick it over to Civilian. Up, Stewart tries a long 3. That one in and out by Stewart. Great box out from Kissinger, and Kissinger is fouled on a big rebound. She'll have a chance to redeem herself at the free throw line after 1 of 2 last trip, but a big-time box out and rebound for the true freshman from Minden, Nebraska.
That close for Iowa to cut this to a 3-point game. Just couldn't fall. Kissinger wrapped up the rebound and was fouled.
Kissinger 1 of 2 at the free throw line tonight. Her first trip was the last time down. In and out on the first free throw. The Huskers have struggled down the stretch on free throws. 1 of 5 here in the final minute.
They've done well for most of the game from the stripe, but not right now.
Kissinger straight through on the second free throw. 7-point lead for Nebraska. Iowa has to go. Kathleen Doyle pushing it up the floor. Civilian 3. That's blocked. It was tipped by Whitish. Rebound to Moans. Corralled by Kissinger. Kissinger is fouled, and Nebraska will salt this one away with 5.9 seconds to go. Nebraska will take home its first win over a top 25 team on the 2017-2018 season. Just a year after a 7-win season, Nebraska has turned things around, and now what will be a 6-game improvement from last season. Kissinger knocks in the first free throw.
This crowd's loving it. Huge turnaround. Faithful fan base. Stuck around, had a tough year last year. Obviously, huge improvement for the Huskers.
Fans on their feet now in Pinnacle Bank Arena as Taylor Kissinger sinks both free throws. Doyle brings it across the timeline. Will throw one up. That one no good. Off the backboard. Maddie Simon grabs the rebound, and Nebraska has a win over a top 25 team. Your final score, Nebraska 74, number 20 Iowa 65. Bring it right back here for post-game reaction on BTN Plus.